I've got a zero-figure startup called Unify,
And I've got a six-figure business called TapLab.
and I'm going to ask some questions. What's one important thing you have to consider when starting a business?
The exit strategy. How do you want to leave?
Why is the exit strategy so important?
If you have investors, they need to get an ROI. Someone's putting 100K into your business, 5 years time, they should be making $1 million.
Should I get a trademark?
100%, whether it's a name, whether it's a logo.
Should I start a limited company? Should I be a sole trader, or should I just not do anything and let it leave?
Start a limited company if you're genuinely dead serious.
Is it better to just work by myself, or should I start building a team from the start?
You have to have your own vision, but at the end of the day, you need a team because you don't want to do all the work yourself.
Can I trust other people to work as part of a team?
Yeah, but you have to incentivize them, when they're not performing, you have to make decisions.
I have someone on my team that isn't. No. Should I start thinking about money when I start the business, or should I leave that until later?
Leave that until later on. You need to build a community, you need to actually give value. Money is 6, 7, even 1 year down the line.
Do you own all of your businesses?
Yep, I own all of my businesses unless I have equity in another business which I've invested in or I've taken advisory shares in.
How would you start a new company?
I started it by myself. You can start it in a trio, you can start it with a co-founder, but you have to think about your equity split. I wouldn't just go 50-50. You actually have to think about who's putting in more effort, how much money you're both putting in, who's giving value.